What are you playing, Moby? Piano Sonata number 16 in C major by Mozart. Who was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart? Mozart was born on January 27, 1756, in Salzburg, Austria. Wolfgang's father was a violinist, and he composed or wrote music. Wolfgang's older sister played the harpsichord, which is similar to the piano. Wolfgang began learning and exploring music at a young age. By the time he was 5 years old, he was composing melodies and sonatas. A sonata is a musical composition that is divided into a few sections and is written for one or more instruments. Wolfgang and his father and sister began traveling to different cities and performing. They were often invited to play for kings, queens, and members of royal courts. When he was 8 years old, Wolfgang composed his first symphony. A symphony is a long musical composition with 3 or 4 sections and usually written for an orchestra. The sections of a composition are called movements. This is from the first movement of Mozart's Symphony No. 40 in G minor. This is from the third movement of the same symphony. The movements in a composition can sound and feel pretty different from each other. As an adult, Mozart was often asked by religious leaders and royalty to compose music. What are some famous works by Mozart? One of Mozart's most well-known pieces is Eine kleine Nachtmusik. It loosely means a little night music in German. The piece feels cheerful and upbeat, and it has a lot of energy. This is the last movement in Mozart's Piano Sonata No. 11 in A major. Listen for the lower and higher parts. The lower parts feel heavy and powerful. The higher parts feel more playful. Throughout his life, Mozart explored different forms of music, including opera. Opera is a form of music that tells a story through singing and acting. The Marriage of Figaro is a funny opera about a group of people who prepare for a wedding. The opera is silly at times, and Mozart's music helps create the mood or feeling. In the opera Don Giovanni, an evil nobleman makes enemies and meets his end. Mozart's music communicates the feelings each character goes through, from happiness to fear. The Magic Flute is about magical creatures that fight against an evil queen. An aria is a long song performed by one singer and accompanied by an orchestra. This is from an aria from the Magic Flute. Even though Mozart was paid to compose music, he often struggled to support his family. In 1791, Mozart became sick. but he still created new pieces and conducted orchestras. His last composition was the Requiem Mass in D minor. Mozart died before finishing it, and an assistant helped complete it. Mozart composed over 600 works, and many are still being performed today, over 200 years later. You composed a piece of music? Belly up. Papa joke. How did Mozart get locked outside? His keys were in the piano.